episode's going to be a little bit of a rant because I've been seeing this term quiet quitting pop up everywhere. I guess what it means is, in some ways, just sort of showing up and doing your job, checking in, clocking out, doing the minimum work that is expected of you to maintain your job and maintain your paycheck, and not going any further than that. The people that are for this seem to be chiming in all the conversations and saying that this is the ultimate work-life balance. Like, you should just show up, do your job, and do what's expected of you and get paid for it, and then go home and live your life and enjoy your family and enjoy your hobbies. If that's what quiet quitting is all about, then I support quiet quitting, right? That's what people are saying. But the term is quiet quitting. It's like passively quitting the company that you're working for. And so the negativity that's rolled up in this term just irks me. I can't stand seeing these posts because quiet quitting is not work-life balance. They're not the same thing. Quiet quitting does not equal work-life balance. I am a huge proponent of having work-life balance, of having time for your family, of having time for your hobbies, of doing things outside of work. But I'm also a huge proponent of showing up to work and having the autonomy to make decisions and the excitement of working on a project that you're passionate about and advancing your career and making progress and having all of that be a fulfilling experience while you're at work. And so I wanted to talk about quiet quitting because the term to me is off-putting. It means just kind of passively sitting around, checking in, coming to work, and almost just like you're neutral if they want to fire you. You'll just show up and collect your paycheck until you get fired. And I don't think that's healthy for anyone. Quiet quitting, in my mind, feels like staying in an unhealthy relationship. It's like, yeah, this is fine. Like, I'm just going to stay here. I'm just going to, phone it in every day because I don't want to actively break up. That would be frustrating. I don't want to actively find a better situation for me. And so I've got a lot of thoughts about this, and excuse my rambling, but if someone at my company wanted to just quietly quit, like passively kind of phone it in until they maybe decide to quit, I would just say, please actively quit. Like, just quit now. I'll help you find something else. I'll continue to pay you. We can work out severance. I would just rather start to find someone as soon as possible that is really excited to be here. And now, being excited to be here does not mean I expect someone to put in 60 hours a week, 80 hours a week, cancel all their plans, texting me on the weekends. Like, I am not wanting people to come here and work crazy, unhealthy schedules. I want to maintain balance, but between the hours that you're working, whatever those hours are, I want people to be excited about the company here. I want people to show up and be excited about the work that they're doing. And so something's going on. If you're hearing this term quiet quitting and you're thinking, yeah, that resonates, I want to do that. Or maybe your employees are feeling that way, something deeper is wrong with the business. And I think that if people are feeling like they want to quietly, passively quit your business, it's almost a protest of your existing work culture. If people feel like they need to protest what's expected of them, that they're just going to check in, check out, and not really care, then I would challenge you as an employer, as a leader, to look in the mirror and figure out what is wrong with our business that is not fostering a happy culture, a healthy culture, and a great work-life balance. Because if people already have the work-life balance that they desire, and people have the career opportunity that they desire, and they have the relationships at work that they desire, I can't imagine anybody thinking, yeah, this is a company I want to quietly quit from, right? Like, who wants to quit a good situation? So anybody that's thinking quiet quitting is taking off, catching fire, I would encourage you, if you're running a great business, if you're fostering a great culture, if you have a great work-life balance, if you're surveying your employees, you're taking their feedback, you're making changes, you're crafting opportunities for people, you're developing career ladders and scorecards, you're having productive conversations, you're challenging people to take on work that is fulfilling, those people will not quietly quit. And they won't actively quit. They won't quit at all. But for the entire time that business has been around, employees have had the option to quit. They can always quit our business. And so this idea of quiet quitting, of just kind of passively sticking around, I think is getting conflated with the idea of developing great work-life balance in your business. And again, if this quiet quitting is a protest, then the challenge is for us as employers to develop a culture that no one wants to quit. So again, you may have heard before, I think I've shared this on the podcast, we actually pay people if they want to quit. We give them opportunities to say, here's $5,000 if you'd like to leave the business and do something else, because I want people to be here that want to be here. And if they don't, I want to help people find that next opportunity, that next thing that they are excited about. So again, this quiet quitting thing could be a sign that your business just needs to look in the mirror and say, is this a place where people want to work? Because no one should want to actively quit your business, and no one should want to quietly quit your business. Quiet quitting is not equivalent to work-life balance. And while I'm on the topic of work-life balance, a lot of the posts that I'm seeing are talking about, shouldn't I just check in at 9 and check out at 5 and then not care about work outside of that? Well, maybe. If that's what you want, that's fine. But I think a lot of employees these days are not working 9 to 5s. They're working 7 to 3, and then they're picking the kids up from school, and then they're working maybe a couple hours after dinner or at bedtime. Or maybe they like working out in the morning and they start their day at 10 and they work until dinner, and they have flexible hours. Maybe one week you work 30 hours, the next week you work 70 hours. These are things that people are doing today in results-oriented workplaces. And as business owners that are less stringent about people clocking in and clocking out and where they work from, we're thinking more about results, and we're putting that autonomy on our people to decide what works for them. And so someone that is in a mindset that they want to quietly quit your business is not going to maintain that balance of 30 hours this week, 60 hours next week, 35 hours the week after that. They're not going to be reliable for the other people on their team that might be in other time zones. They're not going to have the same ideas or contributions to your business when they're walking around the supermarket or standing in line at Starbucks. But people that are excited about the business and excited about the industry and excited about their career growth and their opportunity, they will continue to bring those things, not because they have to, not because it's a burden on them that the company has put on their back, but because they want to, because they're excited about it. And those are the types of people that I think we all want to work for our businesses. So if you're hearing this term, quiet quitting, don't stress out. Just make your business a place that no one wants to quietly quit.